All right, all right, all right, all right. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome in. You found us once again.
It's a champ show.
Shoot the gap. The fantasy football focus show spanning the generation gap between the 20s, 30s, and 40s. And just like the man said, yes, it's the champ show. It's me, Brian, your humble MC, Brian the Amigo Baldwin. And of course, it's my pleasure to introduce the author, Connor, the gut Marshall. How you doing, Connor?
I'm good. You just gotta protein up, man.
Yeah. It's champ show.
It's
Champ show. Ethan's having to deal with some stuff from the storm. So, how did you how did you do, dude? How did you do on that storm thing, man?
I ate food when I could,
Mm.
and as a Houstonian, you never think you're gonna shovel snow. Let me tell you what, it builds character.
Yeah, I didn't get out in the snow, man. Yeah, I didn't have heat. I didn't have heat. It went out right whenever the meat of the storm was hitting. That's when it went out, which is interesting because it was like our experience, Lori and I's experience, started off awesome. And what I mean by that is that we got woken up because the power went off, right? But it was in the middle of the storm, and what was happening was a phenomenon it's a rarity. Okay, I mean, other than the fact that it's snowing in Houston, okay, but there's something called the thunder snow. Okay, it's where you see lightning whenever it's snowing, or you hear the thunder. But either one. But if you see lightning, at least lightning, lightning while it's snowing, that's thunder snow, and that's something that's a rarity. So we woke up, we looked outside, and we got to see thunder snow. Right, we got excited, but then it was cold, so we decided to go back to bed, going by what we were told by ERCOT, which was, the blackouts will only be like 15 minutes to an hour. So we was like, okay, let's just go and get back to bed. So when it comes back on, we'll check it out again.
Yeah.
Dude, that was 1:55 a.m. Monday morning. It didn't come back on till Tuesday, like at 4 in the morning. So all that blowing in was teens outside, man. It was miserable. We were warm. Lori and I were in the bed, under the covers. My main concern was my little kitty cat, Pixie. Because she's in this big ass cage. I constructed the cage in the room. Okay, the doorway is not big enough for the cage, and she has this broken leg, and that's healing. And I didn't want to do anything that's going to cause an issue, screwed up. So we kept her in here, but put her I think 6 blankets over her and everything like that, including 2 sleeping bags. But
The last thing you want to do is cause an issue.
Dude, yeah, exactly. They're my kids, I'm not blessed to have children, so they're my children. So I was worried about them the whole time, and so it was miserable.
I think we all can agree, for all the viewers of the show, that your cats are very cuddly and need to be protected at all costs. But what was really about the storm, Bri, because it hit a lot of Houstonians hard. It was kind of a galvanizing experience for us because it's not something that we get to feel very often. And a lot of Yanks, a lot of non-Texans, people that aren't blessed to live in the Lone Star State, God's land, people that aren't, that lucky, they were kind of talking some shit about, Houston. And we are a resilient bunch. I dare you to go through what we went through for a week and see if you can come out of it like Texans.
Yeah. Our senator really was there for us.
Yeah. If you think about it, our people pretty much.
We did it without leadership. Damn it.
We did it with HEB and Mattress Mac and food trucks.
He really had. Mattress Mac really had our backs.
And guys, if you like Mattress Mac, if you like HEB, if you like Shoot the Gap,
sorry about that, guys.
Please subscribe to the channel and like the video. It really does help us out. I'm the
guy.
I
man.
gotta stay on brand, Brian. I know you have your
Mm-hmm.
feelings. And Brian, what should they do if they do not like the video?
Man, they should really let us know, dude. And
what's the best? What's
look,
the
okay,
optimal?
look, check it out. that means that something's bad, right? But that's like boo, right? Two thumbs down, boo.
2 thumbs down. That's way worse
So,
than 1.
right. So if you really don't like it, make sure boo, 2 thumbs down, man.
Boo.
Yeah, hit it twice. Hit it twice.
And speaking of hitting it twice, Brian, we have not one but 2 sponsors. You want to go ahead and I'm going to give you first grab, brother.
Man, we were talking about that, and I do have to go and say, man, my situation in there, I rode that rolling blackout train, I'm on, off, just during all times of the night, on for, 40 minutes, off for a few hours. I mean, it's just crazy, right? But the one place that didn't was Sunnyside. Okay, Sunnyside was lit the whole time through. Not once did they lose power. Okay, they were just chugging along everything, man. So of course, I have to talk about the pride of Sunnyside. Say it with me. The pride of Sunnyside. Yeah, man. High volume music radio, man. The app, you can download the app. You'll get shows like Andrea B's Vocal Sounds, the Business Knowledge Broker Show, the Soul Brothers Show, What's on Your Mind with Aunt Boogie, and Blame It on the Boogie. And of course, you get us. Yeah, man. Yeah. So, and also check out the actual radio station, highvolumemusicradio.com. Man, if it ain't high volume,
it ain't loud enough.
Yo, take it, my brother.
So, Sports Hosts is the second sponsor of the show tonight, guys. And what's great about Sports Hosts is that it's got everything you want in there, and everyone is super cool. Everyone's super nice. No one talks trash. It's just a bunch of lovable guys and girls palling around having fun. Check it out, Sports Hosts.
Palling around having fun. How about that, dude? You just gotta love that.
Friendly noogies.
Even your minister would love that. Yeah. All right, man. This is our 51st show, man. February 21st. Can I still say hopeful year of our Lord? Can I still say that? Yeah. Because it was one of those things where, like, 2020 is, the year 2020 is like, that was one of the funniest tweets I saw was that the year 2020 said nothing could top me than, year 2021 says hold my beer. So, it's kind of funny. Yeah. But yeah, man. So I will say hopeful year of our Lord. And dude, awesome. We're going to have another great show for you guys. Another great show. Okay. So we're going to be hitting some top news. And then also we're going to be talking about a section called Look at All These Rumors. Look at all these rumors surround me every day. Yeah, man, we're going to be talking about some of the rumors that are be going on. So you want to jump right into it there, Connor? You want to jump right into it?
Yeah.
No good news is good news. No good news is good news. If you ain't got any rules, if you ain't got any good news. Ha!
It's the news, man. Yeah, I love that, dude. Love it. Yeah, man. Gay Gnu, man. Shout out to Gay Gnu. All right, man. So, let's go and talk about the first thing that happened. When it first came through, it was not one of the biggest things on my radar at the time in my life, but now that's over, now we can focus on it, man. Carson Wentz was traded to the Colts for a 2021 third round pick and a conditional 2022 second round pick that could turn into a first, man. So, dude, talk to me about it. Okay, I know you have a lot to say, Connor, but here's some questions I have that I would love to, at least this first one here. What does that do to Carson Wentz value, fantasy value, J-Train's value, and Jalen Hurts?
I'm going to answer them in order from last to first.
Sounds good.
He who is last. So Jalen Hurts is I'm really curious about how that ends up because I was really excited about him for fantasy. But it does look like there is a possibility that the Eagles still draft someone we don't know at this point. So I really am not going to know about Jalen Hurts until after the draft. Like, I'm not going to feel good because this is Philly. Philly's crazy. You never know what they're going to do.
I can say about Philly, though, is that something I think needs to be mentioned right now is beware of Dallas Goedert now. Beware of Dallas Goedert. Mm-hmm.
Beware. But
yeah,
you can invest in, what's his name? The rookie?
Oh, no. I mean, any tight end.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the wide receiver.
Oh, Rager?
Yeah,
talking about Rager? Yeah. Oh, and it's Fulgham, right?
Fulgham,
Travis Fulgham? Yeah. Yeah. So those are guys, yes, but the I think the time of tight ends in Philly ruling I think that's over.
I agree.
But that does lead that leads me to another question. But continue what you're going to say, then we'll go to my next question.
Yeah, we can talk about. I'm assuming.
Yeah, no. We'll go to the next question. But go for it, dude. I just want to throw that out there.
Thank you. This is the main reason why I'm excited that the Colts got Carson Wentz. Because although I've long made fun of Carson Wentz, I do think he's better than Phillip Rivers. Carson Wentz is Phillip Rivers when he was Carson Wentz age.
Okay.
They're not good, but they're decent. And when I say they're not good, I don't mean that. I'm just saying you can't count on them. They will let you down in some pivotal moments. Sometimes when you've needed Phillip Rivers to make a touchdown for you to win a game, he hasn't done that. You can say the same thing about Carson Wentz. And that's why I hit on that point, is because I want to invest in people that I feel safe, knowing that, and
behind that line, dude.
Yeah.
Carson Wentz behind that line. Think about that. Think about that.
Just that much of an upgrade makes the J Train even better.
Okay, cool. And I guess it elevates all the receivers. Campbell, of course,
I don't know.
Ty. Yeah.
I don't know, because the Colts do have a lot of tight ends. They have.
Well, that was gonna be my next question. Will it be Eric Ebron, Mo Ali Cox, or Trey Burton, dude? Are these guys now the new Philly tight end combo? And if they are, which one do you go after?
The guy that's spoken is Trey Burton.
Trey Burton. So you think it might be like Trey Burton, Eric Ebron, like Trey Burton is Zach Ertz.
Ebron isn't there anymore.
Okay, Ebron's gone. Okay. Who's the other one? Who was the
Cox, put some respect.
No. There's another one. Jack Doyle. That's it. I'm sorry, dude. Yeah, Jack Doyle. Yeah. Jack Doyle. Yeah. So it's thank you. So it'd be Trey Burton is Zach Ertz, and Doyle is Doyle. That is
Zach Ertz
Goddard.
Colts too.
No. I'm saying equivalent. Because if you're looking at how you looked at the Philly tight ends, whenever Carson Wentz was on Philly, that's how you looked at the tight ends, right?
Don't forget, Brian, Trey Burton was on the Eagles. Trey Burton was on the Eagles team that won the Super Bowl.
Holy mackerel, that's a sleeper right there. Trey Burton's a sleeper. That's the Dallas Goedert of next year is Trey Burton. Holy mackerel. Okay, you heard it here first. See, this is why you watch this stuff. This is why you watch stuff. All right, man. Yeah, you better write that down. Yeah. And let's see here. The other bit of anything else you want anything you want to talk about? Like, so Jalen Hurts, you don't know what's going to happen there because we got to see what's going to do in the offseason.
I think I covered Carson Wentz and J Train, and that felt.
Yeah, I think you did too. I think you did it. Okay. All right. So here it is, man. This is this week's version of you hear that, Mr. Anderson? That's the sound of inevitability. The Eagles released Desean Jackson. Okay, so of course, because we just talked about those two wide receivers that basically do what Desean Jackson does, but they're younger and more healthy. Do you think that Desean Jackson took his last snap in the NFL, Connor?
Yeah.
Yeah? You think that's it? That's it? All right. Well, good, because that's jackass. He got me my first my first loss of the year on the first week because, dude, he was supposed to take off. He was ready to go. Boom, boom, ba-doo, wow. All right, and then I have the last bit of news here is Jason Sanders, my guy, my dude. I love this guy. Kicker from Miami signed a 5-year, $22 million deal to stay in Miami. Thoughts on that?
If you want to jump on the Miami bandwagon, the time is now. And I officially am. I'm drafting their defense. Way too early prediction already. Their defense, their kicker, they're both good, dude. I might even go after him in for kickers if Sly has already taken him.
Oh, no, that's my kicker right there. I'll tell you right now, that's my love target as a kicker goes right there.
If you draft him that high, that means that Sly will still be available.
I'm talking to probably. I'm going to be down lower like I was this past year. 13, 14.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying like if
we'll let the market decide that.
We will.
So, yeah, because because there's going to be the normal, Buckers, taken, and Tucker taken early, Lutz, going to be taken high. Those guys are going to be taken high. So the ones, Sanders, your Koo might actually be taken still low, and then of course your other dude, Sly.
Rodriguez.
Yeah. These might be 14, 15 round guys. So anyway,
Right.
but let's stay on Miami. Let's go ahead and move on to. Did I miss any news? Like firm stuff? Firm stuff. Okay, cool. All right, well, let's move on to look at all these rumors. All right, man. So look at all these rumors surrounding me every day. Yeah, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to talk about the rumors that are going around. So these aren't things that are firm. This is why it's not in the good news, because we got to have standards here, man. If it's good news, it's got to be good news. So yeah,
This is not the newish enough.
No, this is just rumors. This is sewing circle stuff, So let's go ahead and just talk about it, man. But let's stay in Miami. Matt Breida is not supposed to come back. So what's your thoughts on that, dude?
I'm sad.
Yeah. Do you think he's? How about him? Last snap in the NFL?
No, I think he'll get signed somewhere. I could see him, kind of journeymaning to. I mean, maybe the Eagles will give a shot at, because they like to not pay for the running back. They might need an extra back. I mean, I don't think the Chiefs would go after him, but I think that would be a decent fit. Like, this is just off the top of my head. Like, there's teams that could find a use for him. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but these are all there's crowded. These are all crowded backfields you're giving.
The Steelers need an answering running back. They do not have one in Connor and Snell and all the other guys that they have. None of those guys are a 3-down back. Matt Breida could actually be that if he stays healthy.
Yeah. There you go. All right. And so I'm thinking the same thing. I mean, they obviously are going to bat with Myles Gaskin. He's going to be the guy.
He's the guy. Draft him.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. He's a 3rd, 4th rounder right now. Wouldn't you say? Just in a yeah. So the Steelers, man, they're rumored to not to be committed to Big Ben. He wants to come back next year. But he started the season off hot. Then he cooled off in the second half. Like, pretty much like all aging quarterbacks, not named Aaron Rodgers or Tom Brady, depending on. I was not mentioning him because I think he's retired, right? He's out, right? He's out.
Retired by performance.
Well, dude, I think he's retired by ribs. Holy mackerel, dude! I mean, dude, at my he's closer to my age than he is yours, absolutely. Well, and I'm telling you, if I got broken ribs, I'd be out. I'd be like, nope.
Do you know who has all their ribs?
Who's that, dude?
Voldemort.
Yeah, we're gonna keep that one going, dude. I was thinking that when that off season ended, I was like, okay, well, we got to get a new streak, but no, let's keep Voldemort. let's go for the record. Yeah.
So more creative in the words I bring it out.
I appreciate it. I'm glad you're helping me. You're helping me help me, and I appreciate that. But depending on who they add, man, what does this do to Deontay Johnson, Chase Claypool?
Well, Deontay Johnson's always going to drop balls.
Balls. He's going to drop balls. He's going to drop balls.
I honestly don't know about Claypool and Juju, because Claypool started off hot, but
Juju's bye-bye, brother. He's gone.
Juju is doo-doo.
Well, he was with Deontay Johnson and Chase Claypool, but he actually might.
James Washington on the outside looking in.
Always, poor guy. He gets his opportunities. He's Mr. November. That's when he starts coming out when people start getting injured. But to answer my question, so Deontay Johnson, Chase Claypool, like right now, let's say if they're going.
This is my candid gut opinion. I trusted the
Rudolph.
Steelers wide receiver core last year, and I got fucked. In my opinion, if I had trusted other wide receiver options, I probably would have done better. Maybe could have won. So I'm not trusting them moving forward.
Okay. To be fair, you didn't draft any of them.
This is true.
Yeah. These were all pool picks. Deontay Johnson was on our pool.
I'm not
Chase
mad.
Claypool.
I'm not saying like I drafted this guy with this.
Oh, Juju.
I did
You drafted
draft
Juju. Yeah.
So
that's who you were replacing when you went and got Claypool. Yeah.
So I've come full circle because I went from saying Juju wasn't it to doing a full 180. And I drafted him, and then he did bad. So now,
yeah. Well, okay, that's the danger. Okay, see, like same. Okay, your Juju, okay, is my DJ Moore. We got sucked into doing too many drafts, and so it became like instead of looking at the players objectively as to where they should be, it's like no, this is where they're drafted, and so this is my opportunity to grab this guy because he's normally drafted here, but he's not that good. No matter. This is when he gets drafted here, so yeah, this is we have to keep ourselves in check. So yeah, do be prepared, but don't be too prepared because then you fake the fake.
Never want to fake the fake.
Now, dude, check this out. There's a new saga happening with the wide receiver Allen Robinson, man. So right now they're trying to work out a long-term contract with him. Okay, but the reports coming out of Allen Robinson's camp is that they have come to a fork in the road, and regarding the long contract, he's basically saying that there's not enough money in it. So I think we're going to see two things, man, happen here in a little bit: either an extension or a trade. Which one should they do?
Trade.
Oh yeah, straight up, just tag him. Franchise tag and trade him.
Well, for fantasy purposes, that's what I want to see.
Okay.
I mean, I don't look. I know I'm going to sound like a broken record, but you need an offensive line to win a championship, and the Bears are doing the same fatal flaw that a lot of franchises are trying to get away with, which is playing around having a bad offensive line. They figure like, oh, if I had a really good running back, a quarterback that can run and can throw, and a good, wide receiving core, I'm going to overcome my shitty line, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Matt Nagy, he's over here. He's got David Montgomery. He's got Tariq Cohen on his roster. He's got Patterson. He's got A-Rob. He's got, Miller and Antonio Gibson.
Mm-hmm.
I'm joking.
Antonio Gibson.
Yeah. But no, he has all those guys. And he has Mitch Trubisky and Jimmy Graham as tight end. And he thinks, I got a great offense, I don't need a line. And then we see what, and he thinks, I have a great defense, and I don't need an offensive line, and we see what happens. They make it to the playoffs, but they don't win. Yeah,
and it wasn't due to a double doink this time. Yeah, so, yeah, it was. They did this one pure. This is right on them. 2 thumbs at the point at them. Yeah, but you're talking about defense. This guy was linked to that defense. So let's just go and talk about him real quick. JJ, our boy, JJ Watt. So D-Hop, he's tweeting to JJ asking him to come to Arizona to finish what they started here in Houston. Dude, and then also he's being rumored to going to the Steelers. Any thoughts on where you think JJ should go with the people that are entertaining him or suiting him?
I think that he would be awesome on the Cardinals.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Cardinals. Okay. So you would prefer him above the Bears, Cardinals, or Steelers? Because he could go with his brother. I think both. Like I know at least one brother.
I want to see him on the Steelers.
Come on, dude. A little water attack. You can't see that happening, dude. Oh my gosh, dude.
No.
They already do like a tag game show together. So
It's more about the fantasy bad blood. I don't want them to have success whenever I was denied it. But I mean, of course, if he's on the Steelers, I'm probably drafting that defense.
Dude, come on. Okay, you gotta realize that JJ Watt has not played a full season in how many years, man? So, I mean, you're talking about where do you want him to end up to where he could probably get a ring, but maybe contribute in the Super Bowl, maybe.
I would rather see the Bears get a ring than the Steelers get a ring, though. That's you know what I'm saying. And I mean,
Okay.
the Bears defense would be pretty nasty if you added Watt in there. Watt and Khalil Mack getting after it, and then the Bears have a good secondary. A lot of people sleep on their secondary. The Danny Trevathan's still there.
Yeah.
I mean, Danny
Trevathan, you're
right. Khalil Mack, JJ Watt.
Yeah, you're right about that. Yeah, that does sound formidable.
I'd also like to see him go to the Rams. How awesome would that be? Him and Aaron Donald.
Yeah, that would. Well, yeah. Well, again, dude, I mean, you got to look at the fact that he's not going to play a full season, so you can't look at it as it's going to be awesome, but he's still going to miss maybe a quarter, at least a quarter of the game, at least a month of the season. He's not going to be there, so. So that's why I'm like, let him go to the Steelers, man. Let him live the dream. Have something they could talk about, years from now and stuff like that. Make memories. So, yeah, okay. That's my thoughts anyway. I just think that he's good. He's good, but he's not what he used to be, and so just don't expect anything. Just let him have fun and let him be in a place that I think he'd be most at peace. So that's what I want for him. He's a good guy. He really came through during Hurricane Harvey, and raising the hopes of the Texans. So you gotta love that guy. But dude, speaking of going from like the Texans to these guys were the Texans before, dude, man, the Titans might not bring back Jonnu Smith or Corey Davis. Yeah, man, because both of the contracts have expired. And the Titans are already over the projected salary cap floor for 2021.
And then you keep the offensive line.
Okay, gun to balls. They had to keep one. Which one is it?
Jonnu Smith.
Yeah, that's not really a hard one, is it, dude? I mean, it's either that Brashard guy or whatever.
If I'm the Titans and it's like I have A.J. Brown, I have Humphreys, and I have Smith, I feel better about having that than having Corey Davis. Yeah,
I agree. Even though it was considered a breakout year, but I mean, this is it took a while. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, maybe change the scenery would be great for that guy. I agree.
When you can draft a guy, I mean, what you really want is a burner. You want a Marquise Brown type.
Yeah. There's a couple of wide receivers in the draft that might fit that. I don't know if the Titans if they'll last to where the Titans pick, but we'll see. I mean, I don't know. The Texans don't have any picks, so.
If I was a betting man, they're gonna try and get cute and spend like a low pick, 4th, 5th, 6th round, and try to develop one of those guys into that. That seems like more the Titans' speed than paying up for it.
Yeah, somebody has potential and good hands. Yeah, you're right about that. Yep. Probably big too. Yeah. All right. Okay. Okay. So how about this, man? The Jets, they're not expected to sign Brashard Perryman. And also Jamison Crowder is rumored to be a cap casualty in New York, dude. In fact, this info actually made Deshaun Watson tweet out that he's aware of the situation in New York and is open to being traded to other teams. What's your thoughts about that, dude, about that situation in the Jets?
Yeah, Deshaun Watson pretty much letting the Jets know that he would let him tap it is just pretty disappointing. I mean, I understand you want to go play somewhere else, but the Jets?
And that New York media, I mean, they're going to eat him alive. But he was worshipped here.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was worshipped. Yeah, but whatever, man. Whatever. There's right now, as everything stands, it's literally that old chestnut of Deshaun Watson wants out, and the Texans don't want him to leave. So you're in that situation where either you win the guy over with the new coach, they work it out, or it becomes a poisonous atmosphere and you get pennies on the dollar. So we'll see, and then we'll know. Yeah, and the 49ers, man, they're not expected to re-sign Richard Sherman, dude. He intends to play for at least 2 more years. Where do you want to see him go, man? Early speculation is Seattle, where he won a Super Bowl, or New York. I've heard about the Jets, him going to the Jets, and they said due to the new head coach, Salah. Like, well, I don't know why, but whatever. What do you think, dude? What do you think, Richard Sherman? He's not slowing down. He's still good.
My gut screams either Bills or Washington football team.
Oh man, that Washington, WTF would be good, dude. Yeah, that would be a good spot.
Like one of those teams. You get what I'm saying? Like he kind of gives off. Like I agree, he's not the best, but he's still good. And I think both of those teams would be willing to take maybe the Colts. Maybe the Titans.
All those. Okay, I think that of all those ones that you mentioned, at least right now, because we're all speculating, I think he's going to stay in the NFC. I think he wants to stay in the NFC.
He is that type of guy.
Yeah, I think so, because he's going to want to stick it to the 49ers. So you're looking at either probably Seattle, because Seattle is. Yeah, but they always seem to be like a burr in the saddle for the 49ers. But I would love to see him. Yeah, could be the Cardinals. Yeah.
The Rams.
That's
I don't
right.
know if the Rams need him though.
No, yeah. Now that you mention it, but that's why I liked Washington WTF, man, because they're kind of cooking something out there. They're kind of cooking something.
He could go there. Maybe he could go to the Eagles too.
Yeah, well, all these places are places that could use them. Yeah, so, but yeah, it's interesting. He's not going to be on the 49ers, so beware the 49ers defense. Don't be tricked in the fact of like this year, you're like, oh, all these people were injured and stuff like that. Well,
that's getting cutie. That's trying to fake the fake.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, I don't think I stayed with. Oh, I definitely didn't stay with the defense I drafted. Woo! I drafted Minnesota, who is probably gonna be awesome this next coming up year, but we'll see. All right, okay. But speaking of Seattle, dude, Chris Carson is rumored unlikely to be re-signed by Seattle, so that would leave Rashad Penny and DJ Dallas as the running backs. The players that are out there that are being rumored or that are being considered as replacements if Carson walks is Mike Davis, Mark Ingram, Alfred Morris, James White, Tevin Coleman. Any of these guys getting you excited? I'm
adding Matt Breida to that list too.
Matt Breida, okay. Yeah, that's a good spot. So if you're a betting man, which I know you are, who would you rate the top 3 in ranking from third to second to first to most likely?
Well, this is what I think is going on in Pete Carroll's head right now. So I think that he's thinking, I've kept around Rashad Penny for this long. I'm gonna try one last go at him, and I'm gonna see what he's got because it doesn't cost very much to keep him around.
Okay.
Dallas,
yeah.
He's
and they've already invested. They invested a lot of money in that guy's recovery.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Yeah, they're gonna try to get something out of him. I agreed. Okay.
DJ Dallas is sticking around.
Yeah, he's still third string. Yeah.
Mike Davis, I'm gonna pause on that because I want to talk about that. Now,
okay.
As far as the other guys out there, Mark Ingram, I could totally see Mark Ingram going there. That could totally happen. Who is the next guy after Mark Ingram?
Alfred Morris.
I don't think Alfred Moore. I think he's been a scrub for a long time.
Agreed. Yeah, he's bounced around.
Yeah, he's bounced around.
The last two are James White and Tevin Coleman.
James White. There has to be like an asterisk next to him because he's a pass catching running back. You know, he's your Naeem Hines. He's your Jalen Richard. You know, but he's your Tariq Cohen. He's your Duke Johnson. He's a better version of that historically because he had Tom Brady, and he's a talented player himself. But I don't. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. No, keep going.
I was just gonna say I'm like if he's in the Seahawks, like it's gonna be a committee. And as far as Tevin Coleman, I'm gonna go back to my Alfred Morris argument.
Okay.
Scrub.
Okay. Yeah. Tevin Coleman has shown that he can't be the man. He can't. He had one good half season in Atlanta, and that scored him a big contract in 49ers, which he stunk out loud. He contributed to the smog in California, and now he's floating around trying to like a turd in the wind, rolling down the street trying to find purchase somewhere. So yeah, so that was the rumors I have. Did I leave anything out there,
Brian,
Connor?
actually, there's one more. Do you mind if
there couldn't be, dude.
One?
I had to have hit everything like that was important.
That's
that
what
was
she
like,
said.
Especially if you're a Houston fan, there can't be nothing out there that could be a rumor, dude. There can't be.
Call me the gut, because I just have a feeling that you're missing something.
What could it be? Correct me, sir. Check me, man.
Sir, are you aware that there's a very talented individual named Sir McCaff, who plays for the Carolina Panthers? And there's a rumor of the Panthers trading him and 3 first-round picks to another team. That sounds like a pretty cool deal. Don't you agree?
It depends on what they're getting back. Who could?
What if?
Go ahead.
This is crazy, but what if they traded that to the Texans for Deshaun Watson? Would you make that trade?
Okay, as a which side am I? Panthers or Texans?
You're on the Texans.
Yes.
I'd make that trade.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even like. It's like one of those the fantasy football trades. Whenever you submit it and it gets answered so quickly that you're like, what did I do? So yeah, I would definitely do that. Yeah, because I'm a dude. If you're in full rebuild and your first starting thing is a wide receiver / running back who does well with an okay line and an okay quarterback, dude, that's if you get a high enough freaking pick, dude. Holy mackerel, dude. Yeah, dude. Yeah, and I would do it. Caroline, but I know there's something else you would want to talk about as far as Deshaun, the tread. Talk about the tread on the tires of Watson. That's your point. I don't want to take it from you.
Well, thank you, sir. Yeah, I've been making this point for a while. The tread on Deshaun is significant enough for me to think that, hey, if you can trade him and turn him into McCaff, maybe get a good 2-3 more years out of McCaff, like prime years. You get 3 first round picks. You spend it all on defense. You get like a stout defense all of a sudden, maybe, because I don't really see what you would do at quarterback unless you draft someone. Maybe you draft a rookie quarterback, but I don't know if a rookie quarterback is the way for success.
Yeah, dude. If that trade happens, Carolina, I told you this, man. They become Texans East.
Yeah,
they become Texans East. Yes.
And if McCaff is my running back, I can go out there. I can sign like Nick Foles, and I'm okay.
Dude. Okay. I think I think, in my opinion, okay, that McCaffrey and 3 first-round picks is too much for Watson. Okay, I personally think it is, right? And I'm sure that Carolina's thinking the same thing. But they might be able they might be able to bob, they might be able to do that to the Panthers. You feeling me? Do you smell what I'm cooking here, big time?
It'd be
What
a
am I
full
saying?
360 from what happened when we traded D-Hop.
No, what they'll do is that they'll put Watson and David Johnson in the package to get McCaffrey and 3 first-round draft picks. Okay, you get rid of that Johnson shit. Those guys think that they got somebody good with David Johnson who can replace McCaffrey, and then you'd have Johnson and Watson with them. Holy mackerel, they become, like I said, Texans East, man. Wow. I think that's probably what's going to happen, because I was about to ask you that if you're the Texans, do you keep Johnson or what do you do? And then it finally clicked. The rumor. The rumors, it was that about the McCaffrey and 3 first-round picks. That's from David Newton from ESPN, and that's, or at least he speculated that, right, or said that sources. You know how that is right now. That's why it's in the rumor section. Okay, so that means that there's not everything to the story. So, how would you feel about that, Connor, on the Texan side? On the Texans, I'll tell you, I'll take the Panthers side. You take the Texans side. Okay, because you've been pushing the Texans side. You got Texans on the wall. I do too, but that's by hope. Okay, it's not proudly displayed. And I'm wearing a Broncos hat. So you take the Texans.
The second McCaffrey is a Texan.
With Johnson, we like including Johnson in the package.
Well, that's having my cake and eating it too. That's just sweet victory, my friends. That's a beautiful thing. That's circle of life. It's kumbaya.
Gotcha. All right.
I'd love for that to happen. I don't know though. The second McCaffrey is a Texan, I'm buying that jersey.
Yeah, and that trade would probably get me to get the Texans. To get the Texans hat back on. I think you'll see that. I think you'll see that if I'm able to get that trade. If that trade happens, I think that these guys might have something up their sleeve, might know what they're doing. I'd miss Watson, but you could put McCaffrey in the HEB commercials just as well. Yeah, dude. Oh my God, if we had McCaffrey, yeah, that and all those picks. And we got rid of David Johnson, so we cleared all that cap, so we can actually sign. We can. But what do you do about the quarterback situation, man?
Oh, you can sign a veteran. You can sign
like Fitzpatrick.
You can sign Fitzpatrick. Big Ben's moving on. He's on the market. Okay. Nick Foles is on the market. Who else is on the market?
The dude from
Cam Newton's on the market.
The Jaguar King. The Jaguar King.
Yeah,
Minshew's
on the market. And I think that he would actually do well with McCaff. He actually would fit here very well with what we have for him to work with. With Brandon Cooks and Randall Cobb and McCaffrey and tight ends.
Yeah. Would you say that? Okay, do you think that's going to change? Like, let's say if that trade happens. Okay, we're already down the rabbit hole. All right, does that change the value of McCaffrey? Like, is he still? I mean, because right now he's considered the first 1-1, right? First pick overall still.
I don't know if he's considered the 1-1 anymore because of the injury that happened last year. I mean, realistically, that might have bumped him off into at least like 2 or 3 or 4. I think that because of how well Alvin Kamara performed last year, he's going to definitely be in top 2 consideration.
I know that, man, but
I know that you
He did not do well with Voldemort. That's why. That's why he's
Yeah,
Voldemort's
that's
Voldemort.
why we keep the streak. That's why. Yes, I know. But what I'm just saying is, how many people do you think are going to want to draft him first because they either won or lost to him in fantasy?
Yeah, but see, the thing is, okay, here again. Oh, well, hang on now. I guess yeah. We there was one thing we just completely went past. Apparently, Mike Davis is not going to. He was in Carolina, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and there's a discussion with him going to Seattle, so he might not be. Well, they might resign him though. They might resign him if they
That's
get
why.
rid.
Yeah, that's why I didn't. Yeah.
Yeah, I got you, dude. I got you. Yeah, well, but still, okay. That was the thing with if okay. How about this? If he goes to the Texans, there's still a clear backup as to who would take his snaps. Okay, so if you get McCaffrey, then you get Duke Johnson. Correct? I mean, so the same thing applies. I'm assuming, but I know Duke Johnson's not Mike Davis, so
Yeah, people think that Mike Davis is just nobody. If you read his stats, he's a large man. He's a large human being.
well, maybe they might do that. Maybe the Texans would sign Mike Davis if they got Carolina.
I don't think they're that smart. If I'm the Texans, which I'm not, but if I'm the Texans, if I had ownership of the Texans, and I have McCaffrey, I'm signing either Mike Davis as his backup, or I'm going out and I'm signing Deontay Foreman again, and I'm signing Matt Breida because all those guys are cheap and all those guys are good, and I'm signing Nick Foles or Gardner Minshew, and maybe I'm bringing in Ryan Fitzpatrick as a backup because I think he is a good backup quarterback. You could bring him in for a couple million.
I wouldn't do Big Ben.
You wouldn't do Big Ben? Yeah, I wouldn't do Big Ben either. I think he's too injury prone.
And Foles, dude, there's a stink that follows that dude. I mean, right? There's a stench ever since that Super Bowl.
I don't completely agree.
I'm just saying he's stunk.
The sample size is a Bears team with a bad line and a bad coach.
And the Jags.
Yeah, when he got injured.
He wasn't lighting the world on fire.
One of the things that Foles is known for, because I get what you're saying. One of the things that the Foles is known for is he will stand in the pocket and he will take a hit to make a throw. And if you remember the hit that he got injured on, that was a touchdown throw.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was a touchdown throw. So that's one of the reasons why I trust him as a quarterback, not as necessarily a fantasy quarterback, but that's a quarterback I want in there for me.
Okay.
You feel me?
Okay. Yeah. As you were talking, I was starting to go over the list of like, okay, well, Mr. Big Boy, then who would you put in there? I'm like, oh, well, hang on now. Look at the teams available. You're like, yeah, I guess Foles isn't that bad.
I guess you could do Foles and the Jaguar King.
Yeah.
Because Foles does do better when he's not the only one.
They become the Jags. The Jags had the exact same setup.
Yeah, that's. I didn't realize that until saying that out loud. And we both put our foot in our mouth.
Woo! Yeah, love that taste.
At this point in the show, we're about 15 minutes in, and we've covered a lot of topics. Where we're kind of bringing it down. We're kind of coming down. We're landing the plane, the soul plane, as it will.
Terrible movie.
I'm the ladies man. Speaking of terrible movies. The Ladies Man with Don Tito. It was great.
Have a nice day. Yeah.
Have a nice day.
No, that's what was tattooed on his ass. Yeah. Have a nice day. Yeah.
Will Ferrell was great in that movie.
Yeah, you can say that about a lot of movies he said.
That's very true.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So you're saying we're landing this plane. You go on that. Okay. What's your thing here? Where were you going? Or was that it? Yeah. Or were you just telling me?
No,
you're just telling me that we need to like.
No, I assume that you have other things you want to talk about.
No, that's it, man. The only thing, actually, the only other thing I want to talk about, really, your book. I want to talk about your book. So spend some time because here's the thing, dude, is that the power went out, so I have my Kindle. Okay, so
Yeah.
I read. Okay, so your book was available there, and so that's the thing. Okay, this was a time where I was able to start reading and get my catch up on my reading, because there was literally nothing else to do other than shiver. And so, man, I was really happy that I had your book, man. Talk a little bit about it, about Mr. Jackson.
Yeah, well, Coach Alvin Jackson, he passed away this year from coronavirus, and he was a really interesting person. He was an orphan who he started getting really good grades in school as a way of just kind of as something to brag about. He wanted something to his name. And then he went through a growth spurt and he became really athletic. And he started playing football in high school and throwing the hammer toss, discus, that kind of stuff. He got really into that because his coach at the time, he was that kind of guy. He was in the Olympics. He was into football. He kind of took him under his wing, was kind of like a father figure to him. It was a big persona of what he is. This is all in the book. I'm sure that you've already read that part because that was relatively towards the beginning, Brian. That was partly in the foreword.
Right after your gluten, yeah.
Yeah, right after my gluten. And there's more on that. No, but
Told you I read it.
Thank you, brother. It's an interesting book. It's like Shrek. It's got layers.
Oh, jeez. Nice. Yeah. It really is, dude. And I had.
May I was.
Sure.
And he played for Penn State. Okay. He played for the Jets. He actually met Donald Trump. That's in the book. Y'all need to read it. It's crazy. It's a crazy story. And it
was huge.
It was huge. Yeah, so read it. It's free right now if you have a Kindle membership. I believe Kindle likes to push some of their books, so please check it out. The link's in the description down below.
I paid for mine, but come on, man, it wasn't.
Thank you. I know you paid for it because I just got an email from Amazon saying that I made money. So I was
hey, yeah, it's less than what I spent for lunch. So yeah, man. So and it lasts forever. So yeah, man. I had the pleasure of knowing Mr. Jackson. Whenever I was playing with St. John's, the Divine Worship group, he was. Every time you always saw him, he always had the same joke. Oh, it's the rubber band. He always did that. But he always had interesting stories. And I remember like whenever he first started hanging around, we started talking about, we would talk about him in the band, and you'd be like, hey man, did he tell you the story about Jimi Hendrix? He said, yeah. He said, did he do this, and this? Yeah, he did. I said, okay. He's like, well, he just tells that story of lies. Well, no, man, it's a great story. And he tells the same story over and over again, so it's completely true. Okay, so it's not like these weird people that are like, yeah, man, I met this one guy. No. This happened.
Yeah, it was hard at first.
Yeah.
You
because there's so many.
Almost because there's so many posers.
The stories are so unbelievable. They're unbelievable. Okay,
yeah.
they're literally unbelievable. And so so you really think that, oh, this isn't really what happened, but no, apparently it did, and it's interesting, and it's a good read. So what's the name of the book, Connor?
You Know Too Much.
Awesome, man. On Amazon. Yeah, check it out. And Connor, you're kind of in a good groove here, man. Just salute our sponsors.
Well, speaking of saluting grooves, High Volume Music Radio. Brian, say the slogan with me. If it ain't high volume.
It ain't loud enough. The pride of Sunnyside. And hey, congratulations. They just celebrated their 2-year anniversary.
Congratulations, guys.
Yes.
2 years to the date. And not only is it 2 years, but it is 2 years on the 2nd of February in 2021. So you got a lot of twos in there, man.
Very observant. And speaking of another team, won't you talk about our second sponsor?
Don't mind if I do. It is Sports Host, the premier global sports app, and it's, you know what? It's the premier cricket app. I don't know of any other sports app that covers cricket.
And disc golf. I think they talk disc golf
And
in there
disc
too,
golf.
right, man?
Yeah, we need to start
yeah.
taking it over and posting about disc golf, showing them our gnarly drives.
Well, gnarly on the good side, you. Bad side, me.
Here's something you'd appreciate that was gnarly. I played TC Jester today, and I threw. You know the one hole where you throw over the bayou.
Mm-hmm. Hang on, TC Jester. Oh yeah. Oh.
I threw all the way. I threw all the way onto the green. Like I was far away from the hole, like I normally am, but I was all the way there.
Wow, that's awesome. When you say TC Jester, I just think about when I fell into the bayou thing.
Yeah.
But I got my disc, dang it. I got it.
Because I ran after it.
Yeah. You know, when you ran after it, I was in shock watching it go into. I mean, I couldn't believe that my biggest fear was happening. And I didn't want to accept it. But you took off like a champ. Yeah, you're the man. You're the man. Yeah. So if you guys if you guys are watching on YouTube, thank you so much for watching. And please, if you were entertained by two generational beefheads bantering about Connor, what should they do?
Like and subscribe.
Please do, and tell a friend. You don't tell all of them. Don't tell all of them. Just tell one. That's it. Just tell one friend. That's it. Just one. Yeah. Just one. And if you're listening to it, if you're listening to us on the High Volume Music Radio app, thank you so much. We love you. You guys are very special, and the watchers and viewers are also special too. So, time for the parting shots, Connor. Give us a parting shot.
Call me Bruce Lee because you gotta stay water.
You got to be like a finger.
Emotional
pointing
content.
You got to be like a finger pointing to the moon. Don't look at the finger, or you'll miss all the glory it's pointing to. Bruce Lee. Yeah, that's good. Enter the Dragon. yeah.
Emotional content.
My parting shot, dude, is pay attention. Okay, we went over a lot of stuff. Okay, it's already been an interesting off season. You need to keep that knife sharp. Okay, you got to keep, stay on it because things are changing. Okay, even though it's like, a little here, a little there. Man, if you try to absorb all this like right before the draft, good luck. Okay, this is how you build championships. It's the champ show. We're telling you how to build champions. This is what you do to get this. This is what you do. That's what you do. So yeah, man. So thank you so much, guys. This is a year-round show, as you're seeing. So once a week. Please subscribe, so you can make sure and get all of our newest content. And Connor, help me out here, man. Actually, let me do it. I forgot the bow. I forgot the verbal bow. On behalf of Connor, the Gut Marshal, and me, your humble MC, Brian the Amigo Baldwin. Thank you for watching. We hope that this year is a damn sight better than the last. And now, help me out, Connor. Remember, everyone, in fantasy football, as in life,
don't just dream it, be it.
Yeah. All right. See you next week. A warmer next week.
Yeah. 3 years. You're nuts.